social nurse here. Let me say this. There are some good people, law-abiding citizens in Memphis, Tennessee. Unfortunately, there is also a lot of chaos, mayhem, criminal behavior in Memphis, Tennessee. The law-abiding citizens are forced to be amongst people that do not care about other people or the law, right? And I want to say that off the bat. I know that there are decent, law-abiding citizens in Memphis, Tennessee. You know, I've lived in urban areas. I've traveled to do work in some of the most awful areas and some of the most best areas in this country. I visit relatives that live in metropolitan areas that are close to areas that are in havoc, right? It is what it is. It's part of urban society. Some of these metropolitan areas have cities that are horrible, right? And Memphis, Tennessee is a city that LeBron James, the great basketball player, doesn't want to play in. As a matter of fact, he let it be known that the Memphis Grizzlies NBA team should just move out of Memphis. That's how bad it is, right? And let me say this, he's not the only one that has expressed dislike for playing in Memphis, Tennessee. And it's unfortunate because having a basketball team and an NBA team in a city can possibly allow a city to progress in a way that it gets better, that it improves. But basically, Memphis is like a refusal bin when it comes to LeBron James's opinion. I'm not so sure that he's wrong. Maybe there's another way that he could have expressed it. You know, LeBron James, we know that he's one of those sports figures that he has tried to be vocal and speak out in reference to social justice issues, right? You know, I'm one of those people that really believe that the culture within ethnic Black America needs to change quickly, desperately, as soon as possible. As soon as possible, right? I do not believe that lack of money is why you should go out and commit a heinous crime and violate other people. I think lack of money should be a motivation, though. And early on, a motivation to try to use every legal opportunity to advance yourself. Money isn't everything, but it is a lot of something. And it can make life easier. It can make life easier. Quick money is the best way to get into trouble. And quite frankly, the recidivism is so high. The same people are committing crimes and recruiting the young to commit crimes. And this, in my opinion, is what has happened in Memphis, Tennessee, right? It's a horrible thing. And the fact that LeBron James has voiced that he doesn't want to play there, it just lets you know that even LeBron James, someone who has tried to be a social justice vocal person, couldn't even hold back. So he's getting some pushback. He's being called like a gentrifier, Uncle Thomas, just all kinds of rhetoric. But I'm not so sure that his assessment about Memphis is wrong. I'm not so sure about that, right? Feelings get hurt. And again, I think there are great people in Memphis, Tennessee. But when you have to have the National Guard deployed, last year we know that the president happily did that. Your city is ranked, extremely low as far as people, being able to live there safely. Memphis is not a great place to raise young people or for anyone of any age to live in, especially if you want to live peacefully, right? So, it's unfortunate. It's unfortunate that people's feelings are hurt. But when a city is raggedy, the potential for investors it's low unless they totally gentrify it and whip it all around. And then people are upset because the city's face has changed, right? We hear that about Black people being pushed out, other people being brought in, gentrification. Gentrification often comes, unfortunately, with improving an area. It's a horrible balance, right? To some people. And I think that, we can recognize that within our systems, criminals aren't charged fairly. A black criminal, an ethnic black American might be charged differently than a non-black person. I understand that completely. I'm one of those people that, you know, believe that you've got to avoid being a criminal at all costs. If you know that, excuse me, uh, the system is that unbalanced and you'll be charged, unfairly, and you've got to try to avoid it, right? It is what it is. But finally, I just want to read some things about Memphis. Memphis was ranked the most dangerous city in 2025. Memphis ranked highest in violent crime rates among cities with 100,000 plus population in 2024 data, 2,501 per 100,000 residents. The Milken Institute ranked the Memphis region 175 out of 200 large cities in their 2024 best performing cities index. Memphis crime was so bad, the National Guard was deployed. We know about that. Concerning the Grizzlies basketball team, the Grizzlies are consistently at the bottom of the rankings for attendance, currently hold the last place spot for total attendance. The Hyatt, which is where basketball players stay at, is one of the places that LeBron was talking crap about. It looks like a rundown detention center, according to this report, this article I'm reading. So, you can find this information online. People have got different feelings about it. They're hurt feelings. And when it just comes to basketball, our young people have to understand that beyond sports or entertainment, other opportunities have to be the focus, right? There's got to be, the ideology that you can be a doctor, an engineer, a dentist, a lawyer, an accountant, right? You can learn other skill sets, right? Even if it's a truck driver, a plumber, an electrician, there's got to be some other ideology. And that's not to say that we don't have people already doing that. Of course, we have people that are doing great things. But out of the, 40 something million of us, whatever that amount of us are ethnic black Americans, because there's probably some racially black foreigners mixed in with our numbers, right? But our group, we've done quite a bit. But I would like to see us really aim to do even better. Just my thoughts, social.